It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello?
1979 Imperial Troop Transport. An Uber for space. Let's talk about it, shall we?
Hey guys, welcome back once again to Jenner Custom Toys. Today we're going to talk about the Imperial Troop Transport. As you can see, I popped up a picture real quick for you for reference. Came out in 1979, made by Kenner. It's a funny thing, it was never really in the first trilogy of Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. There was one like it on the Rebel side, but never on the Imperial side. So it was one of those toys that just kind of slid by Kenner and George Lucas, apparently, and they marketed it. And it's kind of a cool toy. I'm going to show you one here in a bit. In 1981, they came out with the Imperial Cruiser, which you see there on the bottom is a picture to compare it to. It's basically the same toy. It looks the same. Decals are way different. Couple different, the box is big difference in the boxes and stuff like that. The major difference between the two of them, when the Imperial Troop Transporter came out in 1979, the price was $14.99 retail. And I don't believe it was a Sears exclusive. I don't think it was. I think it was just for everybody. The Imperial Cruiser came out in 1980, 1981. Let me double check. 1981, 1982 is the only 2 years it was sold. And that was indeed a Sears exclusive. Now, the price for that one was $13.99, a whole dollar difference. What was different about it? Well, obviously, the decals on it. They ripped the electronics out, so there is no electronics in there. They were just dead buttons. They were just there for decoration. So to save a whole dollar on the consumer, they ripped the guts out. I don't see why they didn't just make a whole new set of sounds. I think it was a cool toy. And what I want to show you tonight is, I'm going to show you mine, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. I have had a lot of newer collectors, people just starting out or people that haven't been doing it that long, or just casual people that have some things at home and they know they might be worth something. And they ask me how I find out information other than getting on the computer and Googling. In fact, I just talked to a guy the other day, he's 61 years old, and he doesn't mess around with computers. So I loaned him this book, and I've gotten a lot of use out of this book. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Vintage Star Wars Action Figures, 1977 to 1985. And it's by Mark Bellomo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, it is an older book, but if you want to look up histories and where stuff came from, this has everything from 77 to 85. No, this is not for sale, and I'm not trying to sell it. I just wanted to let you guys know where I get some of my information from. This book has helped me a lot, especially with figures and what weapons goes with them. And it does say in here what your stuff's supposed to be worth to resell, but this is also a dated book. It's a few years old, so you can't really use that for information. It gives you the original prices, though. Case in point, what I just said, the Rebel or the Imperial Troop Transport and the Imperial Cruiser, that's where I got the values for what the original price was on the shelves back then. So I just thought this was a little interesting. You can probably find one on eBay. I don't know where I got this one. Either my wife might have bought it for me or maybe I found it on eBay. I don't know. I've had it for quite a while, but it's very useful. There's other books out there and they might be better or worse. I don't know. I'm just saying what I use. So, all right, let me show you my toy. So here it is, the Imperial Troop Transport. And this is all original parts. I restored this myself. Took me a while to get all the original parts for, the original model to do it. It's, it rolls around. You can put stormtroopers in here. Same on the other side. I didn't grab a stormtrooper to throw in there. And, of course, you travel around with your stormtroopers. The one thing I didn't understand is these are prisoner restraints right here, if you can see on the camera. Woohoo, prisoner restraints. They go over the heads of your prisoners, but they don't really fit on the figures well enough. Like, they won't go over a stormtrooper's head. This is how I display it, so I don't really have any other ones. But the neat thing about it is it has a little trunk here, so you can put some junk in the trunk. You put a little R2-D2 in there or whatever. That's what people usually do. Battery cover there. It takes a C battery, and it makes the noises. Each button makes its own noise. Let's see if you can hear this. There's an R2-D2. A couple gunfire sounds and jets and stuff. And for some reason in here, there is a speed button. If you can see right here. If you notice that last one seemed a little fast because I've restored this thing. I keep it in the best condition as I can. So for some reason, if you flick the switch, it changes the speed of the voices. I don't know why they did that. Here's with the switch on. I guess maybe if you're in a hurry. Yeah, I never understood why they had a speed button in there, but yeah, there's a speed button in there. And then if you turn the little radar dish, it turns the guns to. I mean, I could see as a little kid having play value with this, but you know, it wasn't in the movie. I didn't acquire one of these when I was a kid. This one I picked up along the years and restored it. I've restored quite a few of these people, or quite a few of these for people over the years. And the most satisfying thing about restoring one of these is when you tear it apart and you get the sound mechanism to work as good as I got it to work on this one. And yeah, people with new toys think, oh, well, that sounds kind of scratchy and crappy. And you know what? You're not wrong. It wasn't digital. There's a little teeny tiny record player in there, and each one of these buttons sets the needle down at a certain spot to play the sound effect you're looking for. And that's what we had back in the 70s and 80s. It just is what it is. But I just always thought this was a pretty cool toy. And my favorite Star Wars toy has always been the Death Star PlayStation, the United States Kenner version, and also the Millennium Falcon. I could never really decide which one I liked the best. Like, you know, if I had to hold like one in each hand over a cliff and I had to drop one to save my own life, I don't know which one I would drop. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but yeah. Anyway, just a cool little toy. This sits on my shelf. You know, so every once in a while I pull these down and I dust them off. It was kind of a dusting night. I worked in the shop today about 12 hours. I've been bombarded. I was supposed to go back to work as a chef at the place I used to be at, but that didn't happen. So, and I'm okay with it. Like I said, I'm retired. I just wanted to cook for people. More on that later, though. But yeah, Imperial Troop Transport. One of my favorite little guys. What do you guys think? Do you have one? What do you like about it? What do you hate about it? And do you think I don't have the Imperial Cruiser, I'd show you, because I haven't found one without buttons. Everyone's come across my desk has always had the buttons, so it gets turned into the Troop Transport. But do you have one, and what do you think about it? That's what I'd like to know tonight. Yep, short video, just felt like talking for a little bit. I will catch you in the next one. Not really sure what I got coming up. I'm still working on, I have a couple of projects I'm working on. One's a resin product. One's a resin project. Trying a new mold, and I'm videotaping it as I go. So we'll see if, hopefully, put that on my resin people. I got a thing about horror movies coming up. You know, Halloween's coming, so I got to talk about some horror movies and some Halloween stuff later on. So, hope y'all doing good. Y'all take care. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Like, share, and come back.